I'm Terry, and this is Tea with Terry, where we talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions. Today, I'm putting on my nutritionist hats, and I want to answer all questions that come up around protein powder. So first of all, we're going to talk about kind of the good, the bad, and the in-between of using protein powder in your diet. So first of all, it's important to think about when it's appropriate to use protein powder and why we might use protein powder. So we can use it to increase our protein intake. You may have been hearing lately, there's lots of talk in the nutritional world that as we age, we need to be getting more protein on a regular basis. Most experts are saying around, at least for women, around 1 gram of protein per pound of weight. So that's a lot of protein. And by adding a protein powder to a morning smoothie, a cup of coffee, a bowl of oatmeal, a cup of soup, you can increase your protein and you can do it very easily. So that's a great reason to use a protein powder. You might also like the idea of having a smoothie occasionally for a recovery from a workout, for a meal replacement. And so that can be another good idea or good time to use a protein powder. And so let's talk about using a protein powder as a meal replacement. And so this can be good, but it's not something we want to do for many of our meals. And we're going to talk about that, the reason behind that in a moment. But one of the benefits of using let's just say breakfast, having a smoothie with a protein added in the morning is that you can add a lot of variety to a protein drink. So it's kind of like building a salad. You start with a base, and when I do protein powder and morning smoothies, I like to use coconut milk because I don't do dairy, and it also adds a little extra fat to my diet. Healthy fat. So you can use a nice base that works for you. You can add things like chia seeds and nut butter and greens and a half an avocado and some local fresh fruit. And it is a great way to get a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and seeds into your diet. And this is important because variety helps our gut health. We need a variety and we need fiber in order to balance our gut, to have a healthy microbiome. So that's a great reason to use a morning smoothie, but we don't want to do it every meal. And a couple of the reasons why are because we need to be chewing our food. Chewing our food is really important. It's part of the digestive process that helps us slow down and create that natural saliva, which is a salivary amylase, which is an enzyme that helps break down food in our stomach. And so if we're not chewing our food, we miss out on that salivary amylase, and we need that for healthy digestion. So we don't want to make every meal a liquid meal. And I want to share a couple of my favorite protein powders. So quality matters, and you want to be careful. And really, this is where you need to be a label detective. Part of your action item, if you choose to make a morning smoothie, is to start reading labels. So my favorite are the single ingredient protein powders. That shows that you know exactly what you're getting. And sometimes people will come to me and they'll think that having a protein powder with lots and lots of different ingredients is great because then you're getting all your greens and all your vitamins and all your minerals in one, drink. But let's get our vitamins and minerals from whole food. And let's add things to the smoothie that give us that vitamin and mineral profile and not have this processed vitamins and minerals. And again, it gives us an opportunity to use exactly what we want and to mix it up. So stay away from those ingredient lists that are really, really long. I have two of my favorites to show you today. And let's talk first about the different types of protein. So there's animal protein, marine protein powders, bovine, which is beef protein powders, are some of the ones that I've used and enjoy. There is whey protein, which is dairy-based, so I don't use that. But if you're doing a recovery shake, whey can help build muscles. So some bodybuilders will often use, or people looking to put on muscle weight, will use a whey protein intentionally for that purpose. And then there are good vegetable, vegan-based powders. So the one I'm going to share with you today is mushroom. There's also pea protein is pretty popular. Yellow peas are very easy to digest. So think about the purpose of your protein. Think about the things that you want to get a variety of. If you don't eat a lot of fish, maybe a marine protein powder would be a great way to get more of that variety into your diet. Maybe if you don't eat a lot of vegetables, using a vegetable-based protein powder could be good. Often the vegetable ones have less protein, so pay attention to how much. So two that I really like. The first one is a single ingredient. It's Vital Proteins, and it's bovine hide. So you'll see it called collagen peptides, and it has almost a full amino acid profile. So that's what you're looking for when you look for a quality ingredient. You're looking for something with limited ingredients so that you control what you're putting into your body. There's no extra chemicals in this one. And it's got 20 grams of protein. So that's a lot. You could add it to your morning smoothie. You could also use it for bulletproof coffee and add some protein and fat to your coffee. And that's a great way to get an extra 20 grams of protein right off the bat. The other one I really like is from Four Sigmatic, and this is a plant-based organic protein. It has a few more ingredients, but everything is organic, and it's got chia seeds and pumpkin protein and hemp protein and 6 different mushrooms. So I really like the idea of using mushrooms because mushrooms are a superfood, and we often don't eat a big variety of mushrooms in our normal diet. So having things like reishi mushrooms, lion's mane can be a way to help your gut by getting a variety of fruits and vegetables. And this one has 18 grams of protein. And then it also does have sugar. You'll notice that this is a sweet vanilla. So there is some monk fruit, there is some organic, organic maple syrup. And so it has 4 grams of sugar. And while not a lot, it's something to be aware of. And so the single ingredient bovine protein does not have any added sugar. So one of the things that we do want to notice is how much sugar. And this is where sometimes people can have too many smoothies in their diet, and they can end up being a lot of fruit and maybe using even like an orange juice base. And then while we might add the protein powder, we're still getting way more sugar, and it's going to break down in our system really quickly. So pay attention to how much sugar when you're doing that label reading. And those are the most important things to pay attention to when you think about a protein powder, kind of the why we might use it, what type of protein powder are we looking for, and did we read those labels and pick the right protein for us. All right, well, your action is to, if you have a protein powder in your cupboard, go and see how many ingredients it has. And if it has too many fillers, lots of chemicals, things you can't pronounce, you can do better. And then try a morning smoothie and mix it up. Add lots of different ingredients. Go light on the fruit and add things like nut butters and seeds. And let me know at Tea with Teri how it tastes.